Mass shootings. Nicholas Cruz displayed some pretty disturbing warning signs to his fellow classmates, his teachers, including some behavior so bad he was expelled from school. Joining us now, psychiatrist Dr. Daniel Bober is with us, and also radio talk show host Dr.Gina Loudon. Dr. Loudon, we got into this last night. All the signs were there. People, see something, say something. Okay, they said something. The FBI was brought in. The evidence was all over social media. The kids had an inkling that something was very wrong with this young man.
Yeah, Sean, I've been on the ground enough here that I've spoken with a lot of the students. I spoke with my own children who go to school not too far from here. And the thing that everybody is saying is, yes, they want something done, as Geraldo said in your last segment. But I think that we have to really think about what we can do, taking politics maybe off the table and really honing in on what is practical to prevent the next shooting. And I would submit to you that it doesn't have anything to do with the things we're talking about. It has to do with the military, like you're talking about, being available in the school, retired military, Sean, and maybe we can stick something like that in the infrastructure bill. Take politics away.
Yeah. Dr. Bober.
Yeah, take politics out of it. Just let's do what we agree on, right? And let's find solutions for these students. And then let's deal with the guns and the mental health and all the other stuff on the table.
Doctor, let me go to you too, Bober, and I want to ask you this. I heard from everybody, all right, there's going to be a lot of grief counseling. But when you got a kid that you got to throw out of school because he's got ammunition in his backpack, it would seem in everybody's best interest, and I know some colleges offer this, and maybe they have more of the resources to be able to do it, but it seems that schools should be able to intervene in a way to offer the mental health as soon as you see these signs.
Sean, you know what? A lot of people talk about mental illness. They talk about guns. This was the perfect storm that came together. Only 4% of firearm homicides are committed by people with mental illness. Mental illness is really not a risk factor for violence. The people who are mentally ill are much less risky they tend to be more the victims than the perpetrators. And as far as guns, we know that most people with guns are not violent people. But if someone is hell-bent on doing destruction and hurting a lot of people, it's going to happen. So there's very little that we can do to prevent these types of instances.
Well, I disagree in the sense, and I'll throw this to Dr. Loudon, in the sense that we saw every sign and symptom, social media footprint, what the kids knew about him, getting expelled from school.
So maybe we take Maybe we take what we know about this particular instance and we look for that perfect storm and those signals and we put that child in some sort of counseling. But I think that we have to consider that, Sean, 70% of Americans are diagnosable by the DSM-5 today with some sort of mental issue. Are we going to revoke the rights, the Second Amendment rights of all 70% of Americans? That would be a problem. And military, by the way, rates even higher.
We gotta pay attention to the symptoms. Thank you both. We appreciate your insight, you being back with us. We'll have more Hannity right after this.